The movie Interstellar.
Yes.
That's a very good example of what that
Yes.
is.
Yes.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, I remember having watched that and puzzling out the science of that, because it seems a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
too easy to put into a fictional kind of situation. You know, but nonetheless, it's kind of cool that if they're on the one planet. How many folks have seen Interstellar? Oh, cool, cool. Almost everybody.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah, when they're in near the black hole.
Yeah.
Time goes much slower, so they just land on that one planet, realize that, oh crap, that's a wave, let's get the heck out of here, and fly back, right?
Yeah.
And by the time they get back to the hub, the friend that they left on the hub is an old man now. Remember?
Yeah.
He's got all gray hair, and he's been there for now like 30 years or something.
I'm pretty sure black holes are way more terrifying than that. Once you get caught in it, you get like actually just sucked in. You cannot escape.
Yeah.
Also, the person that was back there, if you had a blinking light, it would just slowly get further and further apart if you're blinking at the same amount. But they're going to see it completely differently. They're way scarier than that. I don't ever want to.
Yeah, I remember the one I was in. It was really.
We could be in a black hole right now. We just wouldn't know it.
Do black holes even exist?
Yeah.
Yeah. No explanation. Yes.
This is a real philosophy class. Everybody all thinking about goofy stuff. Yeah. She's asking us a question and saying it in such a weak voice that we can't hear the question.
Do you, if you sleep and you dream, are those realities that you dream real?
It sometimes feels so real.
Like in a different dimension? That's what I think about so often, and it trips me out.
The dream, like you're actually like in your room or something, but then you're like, there's so many settings that are way different, and you're like,
Did you ever watch Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yes.
That's literally like pretty much that, but way more cool. It's such a cool movie.
that's what I want.
That movie made me cry because, like, the mom apologized, and I'm like,
Yes.
great.
It's such a good movie.
It's such a good movie.
What I want to know is, does the laundromat survive? You know,
It does.
it does.
Yeah, I think
Keep going.
That's,
I am planning on watching it sometime. I haven't seen it yet. I've just watched the 2.5 minute thingy because it won the Oscar for this, that, and the other thing.
It won so many awards.
And I was like, what the heck is this? And so I watched the 2-minute, 30-second time-lapse photography of the whole movie, and I was, oh, that's what it is.
it's one of those times where it really does resolve into like wars. I feel like that happens rarely.
So time today we think of as relative. So Sir Isaac Newton, in thinking that there was a static universe, that was very important and a very important point of view up until Einstein and his contemporaries and a lot of other examples. Henri Bergson, French philosopher. Was a contemporary of Einstein. They even had a debate over the nature of time in Paris that like thousands of people came to and listened to. So it's just kind of neat. And frankly, I have wondered if you think of it this way, the reason we think that time is dependent on the perceiver and that the speed of time changes is because Einstein argues that the speed of light is constant. Yes? And in fact, everybody knows the speed of light. You could say the speed of light equals 1.800. Oh, well, you could just say c, right? Because speed of light equals c, right? It's actually 100 kilometers.
I know it in meters.
So what is it in meters?
299 million meters per second.
Precisely?
No. I'm not going to 9 significant figures. You only need 3. As soon as you get that fast,
All right.
you know, it's good enough. Also, if you want to be nerdy about it, technically you can't measure the speed of light.
Elevate every drink with Wine Enthusiast.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. How do I get rid of this? There we go. Phew.
They advertised in the newspapers that Marilyn Monroe was going to stand over a subway grate and her skirt was going to be blown up.
What? Jeez. This is what I wanted to show you. I guess I have to resign.
People keep throwing themselves in front of me. I just don't dare stop. I disturbed you.
No.
Shall I go?
No.
Miss Beth. I just knew my only chance to see you fly away or I die of intimate exposure would be to wake you up in the middle of the night. So I said to myself, go ahead. Because if he doesn't understand how you have to wake people up in the middle of the night sometimes, then nobody will. So I thought, what the hell? Have you ever noticed how what the hell is always the right decision to make? What did you do?
I understand.
It was a bad night too, huh?
I suppose so. I could have been watching a pretty girl having her skirts rolled up about 3 years.
Would you have watched?
Come on, get to the.
You better prove it.
Oh.
I got it.
Oh shoot! This is where I want to use this. Oh, I guess. So she asked him
You better prove it.
if you've proved that that
No.
she can prove it.
Conducting an experiment in a moving train or in the laboratories in Princeton, the results will always be the same. Because no matter where springs and rolls and balls are, he's there too. That's the first thing you have to know. The second thing you have to know is that light absolutely always travels at the same speed in all directions at once. 186,282 miles.
That's the miles per
The
second.
speed of light is always the same, right? Did you ever prove that hypothesis? And are not necessarily the same for two independent observers. And that is the specific theory of relativity.
This is not the one that I really wanted to show you.
This ain't even the one you wanted to show.
Because she gets down on the floor with the train, and she actually does the experiment.
So much as you're studying it,
Shoot.
you've know how it all fits. How do
What happened to the movie? Somebody messed it up.
people and leave the building standing?
That's what happened. I went to the wrong one.
Another act. Okay, that would make sense. That was good.
Ah, here it is. Okay, this is where I should have went.
To imagine a man driving in a car at 30 miles an hour and a hitchhiker standing by the road waiting for a lift. Now, the car is traveling at 30 miles an hour, and the man inside the car throws a stone at the hitchhiker at another 30 miles an hour. Now he's a leap.
Shoot. Come on.
Just scroll down a bit.
Oh, okay. There we go.
So the question is, if the
Nuevo Clean Fresh corrector de color cambia corrige la sensibilidad de la piel y el tono de la muestra.
How does it keep getting louder?
It's the ads. The darn ads.
Our ads are like specifically programmed to be louder than the actual video.
Yes.
first day, oh, 30 miles an hour front in front of it. How many miles an hour is the stone going when it hits the hiker? Answer, 60 miles an hour, right? Pretty straightforward. Well, now let's forget about the stone. Let's say, real announcement. The car is traveling at 30 miles an hour. And he, wait a minute, you have to put the hitchhiker back. Imagine, the car is driving along at 30 miles an hour. And he's flashing his headlights at the hitchhiker, telling him, get the hell out of the road. Does the light travel at 186,282 points?
397.
397.
That's what I was trying to get to, the .396.
So no. Why? Because the speed of light is always the same, right? Did you ever prove that hypothesis?
It's different than this proof.
Let's hope it never is.
You ready? Here we go.
So you get the idea. Marilyn Monroe. If Marilyn Monroe can figure... Actually, that's just a movie. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
what was the name of that movie anyway? I never even figured that out.
How did you discover this movie? You just told me
I was studying Einstein, and Marilyn Monroe explains the theory of light. And I thought, wow, what would that be? So I looked at it. But boy, there's a whole lots of the movie that I hadn't seen before. But that's okay. Now that I know, I'll be more careful next time. If there is a next time, I get to show that. But in any case, I happen to know that we've been able to freeze light. Yes?
Freeze light?
When you freeze light, it stops. And when they froze it, it stopped. No. What is this now? Why did that happen? I have to go to something. There we go. They froze it. And once they froze it, it stopped for a short moment, right? And by the way, when you see a stick bent in water, it looks bent, even though it isn't, right? And the reason for that is?
Refraction.
Refraction, which means that the light is traveling slower in the water than in the air. Yes? So the speed of light actually changes depending on the medium that it's traveling through. Yes? What happens when you shine a light at a mirror? No, it doesn't. We say that it does, but actually the light that you're shining at a mirror is absorbed by the mirror, and particles that are stimulated by the light being absorbed in the mirror are what come back out of the mirror.
What color is a mirror? Clear.
Boy, that is a good quiz question that I don't have on my list, but I'll have that. Thank you.
Sand that's been burnt by fire.
I thought it was like mercury or something like that. Like
Oh no,
That's
that's
a
a
color.
sand that's been like.
they used to make.
Well, because the particles don't bounce; they get
But I thought
absorbed.
they would have a certain sand that glass was made
I
of.
thought so too.
Yeah, you pick up the beach sand and then you just put it at a high temperature and turn it on.
Yeah, so that's why it has to be burnt.
If you take beach sand and you burn
Beach sand.
in a kiln, it comes out non-clear because of the specific kind of metals that are in the sand. The specific sand that gives you clear glass is quartz sand.